Hi everyone, welcome to another Escapement Show, post-Halloween show. So, boo!
Hey.
Scary, scary. Hope you're all doing well.
Pretty bad.
Hope you're doing well, mate.
Yeah, all good.
I hope you're all doing
How are
well.
you, Tom? Did you get out trick-or-treating the other day? Did you get lots of lollies?
I left a bucket of mini chocolate bars on the wall outside. I noticed when I went out to put it out, there was a lad passing, and I said, "Take some," and he took some. Then I saw some little kids coming back with the parents, and they'd obviously taken some because it'd gone down. And then I went to the shop and I came back and the whole bucket had gone. Someone had taken the bucket. So some kids had obviously taken the whole bucket. They took the actual bucket, yeah. They took the actual bucket with the sweets in.
Oh, man.
So they just thought, well, the sweets in a bucket, we'll just take the bucket.
Yeah.
So
I was just curious to know, in different parts of the world, like there seems to be an absolute influx of illegal fireworks into the hands of regular civilians here in Ireland. Like every night, like all through the whole night, it's just amateur fireworks night, and like it's. And at times there's like battles between the estates. Like somebody will send up 6, and then the next person will reply with 7. But it's great fun for them, except it just frightens the life out of the dogs who are freaking out.
Yeah, it's same here in Germany last night. Yeah, we had a couple of people firing up some fireworks, but we have here very strict rules. You are only allowed to fire fireworks on New Year's Eve for a couple of hours. Right. Otherwise, it's forbidden. And the sale also of fireworks is forbidden except 2 days before New Year's Eve. So whenever one fires a couple of fireworks, couple of hours later, the police will come and then find out who did this.
What, 2 hours too late?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, they're 100% illegal here in Ireland as well, and the Gardaí do the rounds, but like it's too late. And I'd say they probably gave them some sort of amnesty last night, given the night that was in it. Or else there was just too many to cover.
Here as well.
Also in Australia, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, but see, the thing is, in Melbourne at least, we just don't have any police here, so you can just do whatever the fuck you want, and no one's.
Wild West.
You can stab people, you can shoot people, you can let off fireworks, you can do whatever you want.
Oh dear!
Max was a documentary about Melbourne, then, right?
You're doing great tourism advice.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
come to Melbourne,
do what you want.
Do what you want. It's fucking lawless, mate.
Yeah.
That should be the tagline. It's fucking lawless, mate.
It's coming that way. It really is coming that way.
Yeah, so let's do a wristwatch check. Anyone got any Halloween watches on?
I don't have a Halloween watch. I have a watch that I got last week.
Do you want to? Let's just do you first, then, Abdul. Let's have you.
I have here the.
Christopher Ward.
Oh, yeah. Christopher Ward Sealander C63 Sealander Extreme.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Very nice.
That's the one. I put it on NATO, and it goes really well. They sent me last week to test it out for a couple of weeks and then send it back. I have to say, really, really good, well-made watch. The loom on this watch is so good. It's really, really good loom. Yeah, I'm enjoying it until now.
KCB, what you got on wrist today?
Just the Transocean for me today, boys. Where is it? I can get this strap off. On the rubber strap.
Nice. It's like a Milanese rubber strap, isn't it?
Just the,
yeah, really cool rubber.
Yeah, it's a Milanese rubber strap. Yeah, it's cool.
Ben, what are you wearing today?
On NATO as well. I'm wearing the Hamilton Murph 38mm.
Lovely.
On a nice grey NATO.
Nice.
Yeah, like, gee, you know, it's a relatively, you know, and I use that word cautiously, affordable watch. But like, I was actually reading an article on Reddit yesterday, and it was somebody comparing it to an Explorer 2, and there's lots of comments saying, "Oh, the fit and finish just won't match an Explorer 2, or sorry, an Explorer 1." I think the fit and finish on this is great. Like, it's not without its flaws. Like, it's quite a dark dial, and the lume being full patina, it's not very luminous. It doesn't read very well in the dark or anything like that. But you know, I get so much enjoyment out of this watch. I guess it's just because it's so simple, like myself, and I find I'm just drawn to field watches. I'm drawn to the simplicity of field watches. I don't know what that is about, but it's almost like the less complicated, the better. And
I think it looks lovely. The only thing that puts me off is the cathedral hands.
You're not a fan of
tulip hand. Yeah, but it's a lovely watch, Ben. Really nice.
Yeah, like, it's lovely and thin. You know, it's 38mm. It's traditionally sized. It's obviously it's on the lower end, you know, money wise, but just boxes way out of its weight division for me.
Yeah. So I'm wearing a bit of a Halloween themed watch I was wearing yesterday. The Spinnaker 50 Phantoms, no apparitions. So you can see it's got the 50 Phantoms. It's a take on the Blancpain Mill Sub.
Yeah.
You can see it's got the Phantom at the bottom instead of the moisture indicator. And it's got the 50 Phantoms all the way around the bezel, counting up to 50. Not holding it still enough, am I?
Were you on the sauce last night, Tom?
No. But yeah, that's my just watch. Bit of a Halloween themed watch. But
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Just hello to a few guys in the chat. We got JJ, Junior Johnson. Good to see you, my friend.
JJ.
Good to see you, JJ. Bill, long time no see. How would you improve watches? Make them all quartz. Wow, that's a bold statement.
There's a hot take if ever I heard one.
Yeah. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Good morning.
Hey, Kevin.
Good to see you again. Kalai, good to see you, my friend.
Hello.
How are you doing? Hello. Good morning.
Nice.
Russell, good to see you, Russell. Good morning, watch fans. Russell 996.
Russell with the greatest
in the
watches
chat.
of all time.
Yeah, the greatest watch collection of all time. Just picked up a new watch. Check out his Instagram at Secret Watch Collector on Instagram. Lucha Betty.
Hey, Lucha.
Happy November.
Lucha.
Have a great stream, gents. Thank you, Lucha Betty. And I think he said he wasn't going to do a stream tomorrow, but he's having a barbecue, or he's going to a barbecue. But I think he might be live streaming from the barbecue. So he's scheduled a stream, so check it out. Tomorrow, that'll be 2 p.m. GMT, I think 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So American Eastern Time. So check that out. As always, Lutrabetic Underground is his channel. Skylar Santana, another man with a brilliant channel. Mr. Microbrand himself. Good morning, Skylar. Please,
Good
guys,
morning.
drop the links to your channels in the chat. Lutrabetic and Skylar, and anyone else who's got a channel or Instagram or anything like that. Yeah, it'd be great to have you share your stuff in the chat. What's Bill got to say? It's been determined that the most sexual position for married couples is the doggy position. The husband sits up and begs, and the wife doesn't play it dead. Bill's starting with his jokes again. So
Bill, it's way before the watershed here in Ireland. It's not even noon yet, my friend.
Yeah, I think Bill's on the sauce. So I shared at the end of the last show the Watch Geek Time channel, which I've been checking out, and it's a great channel. And they've only done 9 episodes so far, but I'm just going to share a link to their channel again. Really good channel, and really informative. 2 independent watchmakers. Yeah, really good stuff. Oh no, not 2 independent watchmakers, an independent watch retailer based in San Francisco, and a watch enthusiast. Really educational stuff. They've only done 9 episodes so far, but they've only got 37 subscribers. So, I mean, I can't believe why. They should have a lot more than that. So go along, check it out, and yeah, subscribe, please. So we're going to crack on. Watches we would improve. We had a chat about this in our group chat, and thought about watches we would improve. And Timely Behavior can't join us today. I've got his picks lined up first, and he can't join us today, unfortunately, because he's getting ready to be the host with the most. No, I said hostess then. The host with the most tomorrow. So he's
being a good man.
Being a good man and doing a lot of cooking and preparing stuff for his guests tomorrow, so he can't make it tonight. But I'm just going to share his picks of. We talked about how we would change various watches and watches we don't quite like, and what we do to change them. I'm sure that you've all got watches out there that you'd like to tweak something on, and put in the chat if there's something you'd like to tweak on a watch, and you know, if there's something that about a watch that you, a little quirk that you niggle that you'd alter. But I'll get on straight away with Timely's ones, and he said that the Tudor Black Bay 41 is too thick and needs to be made thinner. What do you think to that, guys?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with him more.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's yeah, I tell you, like, I've been thinking about this recently.
This is next to Rolex Submariner.
What makes a luxury watch a luxury watch? And it's refinement and thinness. Like, Apple have invested hugely in this over the past 40, 50 years, making their computers thinner and thinner. But in terms of watches, there's a couple of things that differentiates a luxury watch from the next tier for me. And A, it's the thinness of the overall package. B is the distance between the crystal and the dial.
Yeah.
In other words, the rehaut. I think if you can make a watch with a thicker rehaut, it's a lot cheaper to produce. And then the hand stack. If the hand stack is wide, it's cheaper to produce, and if it's narrow, I think it becomes an order of magnitude more expensive. So when we talk about Tudor being the poor man's Rolex, they are a lot cheaper. I imagine they're cheaper to produce because of that additional thickness.
Yeah, it could be a good point. I mean, well, this is the Tudor Black Bay 41 next to the Tudor Black Bay 58 underneath. Yeah. So you can see the difference if they've really thinned it down there.
Yeah.
So they can do it.
And they share the same movement, don't they?
I'm not too sure, JCB.
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they've got the same movement.
Well, so like when the Black Bay range was initially came out with the smiley face, it was using an ETA movement. It was using an off-the-shelf ETA movement, and probably had to be the case probably had to be a bit thicker to accommodate that. So obviously then they came out with their own manufacturer calibers, and that went into the BB58. And in actual fact, the main Tudor line has thinned out the most recent iteration of that watch is not quite as slab-like as that one. It's more thinned out.
Good morning, Cloud Ken. And he's shots fired already from him. Tudor is the only brand that tries to make their watches worse.
I would argue Omega is doing this as well. They're making it thicker.
Good morning, Ken. Good
That's
to
for
see you in
sure.
chat. So, yeah, I mean, do you think Tudor are making their watches worse, or are they trying to make improvements?
I think they're...
Sorry, go on, Abdul.
Yeah, I was just saying they're trying to make it thinner, right? They have the 925, so one of the only brands that has a
the
modern
silver watch, yeah,
silver case, right? So they are trying to innovate. They did the gold, they have the bronze, they are doing the materials, they are trying with their own in-house movement to be thinner. So I would argue that they are trying to go better, but they are playing it a lot safer than other brands, right?
I would agree with that.
I think so that was the latest generation Black Bay 41. It is a hair thinner as well than I think than the previous one.
It is for sure.
They have tried to thin it down. So I think the picture that you've got there, Tom, that might be like the first generation Black Bay 41.
Well, that's certainly looks thick.
Yeah,
that's certainly the first generation. It's got the rose on the crown, so that is the first generation. That one.
Yeah, that's using the ETA movement. That's using the first ETA movement.
And that's got a rose on the crown. Yeah, they both got the rose on the crown.
Yeah. When they switched over to the Breitling movement, it kept the same case, I believe. So it was still that thick, but then just I think in the last year or two, they've actually slimmed the case down by, I'm going to say like not much though, like maybe half a mil or a mil or something like that. Like it's just like a tiny, a little bit thinner. It's still chunky and thick though. So look, they're trying, but I just don't think it's working, to be honest. And also, like, that slab, like just this, you got this big slab of metal on the side. It looks like it looks like the wall in Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah. So Timely's next pick was to the Seamaster 300M. He'd like to give micro adjustments with screw-link pins to the bracelet. And I wasn't too sure what he was getting at there. I didn't know whether he meant this section here with the pins on the screw-link, because it's actually got a glide lock.
I was going to say it's got micro adjust. Yeah, that's probably the only good thing about that bracelet is that it's got that. But that's the only good thing about the bracelet. The rest of the bracelet is rubbish.
Now, I just wanted to segue into a little video that our good friend Design Atelier has put out yesterday for the release of his new watch, the Flux Quadrus, and it's a fantastic watch. I mean, but if you just see here, it's got toolless links which come apart. So you can just at a press of a button, you can take the links out. And then just sort of add the links, clip them on, which is a great way to
that's pretty cool.
Add them on.
Yeah, right.
That's a great way to add them on. And then also, I'll show you just in a bit. So showing you the clasp there. but also just coming up, he shows you the micro adjustment here. Now he's built in on both sides. He's built a micro adjustment into each side of the bracelet.
It's incredible.
That's so good, yeah.
So you can micro adjust the clasp on both sides.
Yeah, by like a millimeter at a time.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
So
yeah, that's unbelievable.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cool. Very innovative.
And then he can. This is another issue of Tiny's. He wanted to he said all watches should come with a strap and bracelet options in one package, and this is what this one does. This Flux Quadras from Design Atelier and his partner Albert, his business partner Albert, has quick release end links as well, so you can quickly interchange the bracelet with a strap that comes with it. So it does come with strap and bracelet option in one package. So it's got a quick release button that you.
It's a nice rubber strap as well. It looks very what's the word they use for rubber? Supple.
Supple.
Horrible word. It's like moist, but it looks very supple. Very nice.
Moist is a great word. What are you talking about?
Moist and supple are two of the creepiest words in the dictionary.
Especially when you add meat to it. Like this is moist.
So yeah, that's a. I'm just going to share that video as well because I think
I just think that is brilliant. Like, I wonder how much is that going to be a Kickstarter campaign or
no? I'm going to share the video because it's got a link to where you can buy it.
No way.
It's $2,800 dollars, which I think is a really good price for a watch. When you see the video, when you see the video, you see what's gone into it and the design process. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Like
it's called the Flux Quadras. It's 9040 steel. It's been designed. It's got a Blanque enamel dial. It's there's so much gone into it. It's a design process. He said they designed the bracelet over 15 times.
Yeah.
And redesigned it.
You see, what I love about the bracelet is, right, and this wouldn't have been done by accident, and he might not appreciate the comparison, like, but obviously there's a whole host of stuff going on in there with the toolless end links, toolless links, micro adjust. So there's a ton, and then there's a leaf spring clasp on it as well.
Yeah.
But not only that, but from the outside, with all that technology going on behind it, not the part that's presented on the wrist, the bracelet looks fantastic, like a Moser Streamliner bracelet or something like that.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
yeah, he even mentioned it in the video that the bracelet is his favorite way to wear the watch, and he got inspired from a brand that rhymes with Ozer. So basically,
I can see I was going to say he probably doesn't appreciate the comparison because nobody wants to be compared sometimes, but you can obviously see there's a bit of an influence there, but it's still different enough to be different. I love the kind of margins. The margins make it different. That kind of 1 or 2 mil on the edges of the links, those kind of borders are incredible.
The small stuff, even like this, what he just showed, the crown indicator, you know, like small stuff that if you did it in a watch, you notice it quite well. If you hadn't issue, I forgot one time to, when I was swimming, the crown open, and I didn't notice it was open because it was very near to the case, right? But if you have this red indicator, it directly, you know.
So yeah, he's got a Jupiter movement, and as Abdul pointed out just then, he's got this. Oh, did you miss it there? Yeah. He's got this red crown indicator.
I can see
which
it.
Lets you know that the crown's out and that you need to screw it back in. So he's got all sorts of little niggles.
Oh, he has a red one as well, adrenaline red. Actually, that's my favorite of the lot.
Yeah. He's got red color, red dial. So far, he's got a red dial, a white, silver dial, a blue dial, and a black dial. And he's gonna, on his video, I think there's a discount code for the 2,800 dollars. $2,800, but in the future that won't be there. He's got this rotor. He's got this air blade rotor on it, which is just basically a ring, so you can see the movement. But going back to the micro adjust systems and the
modern flanque enamel treatment, the beautiful flanque, both the depth of enamel and crisp, lovely texture work on the metal surface, all while the hardware is floating over this unobstructed view of the dial. Oh, the hardware floats above it. That's a bit mad.
My main point to show this bit of the video was just the way that he's done the links, which is a great system, I think. We'll have to get him on the show sometime. And
yeah, for sure. But it looks like the indices are sitting on a sapphire glass above the actual dial itself. It's like they're floating.
I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him when he in Dubai. When I go to Dubai, because he's gonna be showing a show called Time Zones in the Burj Khalifa, and so I'm going to actually get to meet Jason finally. So look at that micro just on the fly. So micro just brilliant. Like Timely says, all watches should come with strap and bracelet and options in one package and have micro adjustments like you're saying, Ben.
Well, yeah, look, I have only ever had one watch with a micro adjust on it. And we're all only human. Our wrists swell and they contract as well at various different points in the day, whether you're outside, whether you've just been in the shower. Our blood pressure fluctuates throughout the day as well, resulting in, thicker wrist. And that's why, if you have a micro adjust on the one watch that I have, I use that maybe 7 or 8 times in the day.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was just a snippet of putting the bracelet on there.
You can see Jason, it's like he took every, design aspect that he loves from every watch he's ever handled and lovingly put it into one really well designed piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you get when a person who loves watches, like gets to make a watch. I think you can put everything you wanted to have in the watch.
Good to see you watch, Apprentice. He's saying the bracelet on that watch is amazing when it comes to moving links. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Just brilliant work done by Jason there.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
So, yeah, Timeless is saying he wants Seamaster to have micro adjustments. So maybe they could try something like Jason's done, on the links. And as I said, he wants all watches to come with strap and bracelet options in one package. Now, the Santos does have a quick release system, but doesn't come with the leather bracelet. But your watch, Ben, the Hamilton Murph, does come with a leather strap and bracelet option bundle. And
yeah, it's got a quick release on the end link as well, Tom.
Has it?
Yeah, well, my 38 does. Yeah, it's got 2 pins, same as the PRX actually. It's got 2 pins that you just pinch.
And of course, we know the Vacheron comes with the bracelet, the leather, and the rubber. So that's got quick release. Well known for it.
Yeah.
I can't think of many more watches. Do Hublot have a system like that? I think Hublot might have a system where it comes with a rubber.
They've got a push button handling.
Push button, push button on the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Vacheron, that's next level. The overseas is next level.
Yeah.
What a beautiful watch that is.
Yeah.
See, Timely is in the chat there. Sorry, watching while doing what I need to. The Omega has, Omega has a pin and collar system for links. I was saying for links to have a Rolex screw for each link.
Ah, right. Okay. Got you,
No, I don't know, but the latest generation Timely has got screws.
Yeah, my Speedmaster Professional, which I've since sold, that had screws, but it was like the worst screw system of all time as well. Like my Rolex Explorer, that has one screw. You screw it out, and the receptacle is on the other side of the lugs, just one screw. The Omega has 2 screws on either side with one one bar, one bar tube. So you have to unscrew both, and that's difficult. Screw caps and a pin in the middle. It's a freaking horrible system. It's worse than a pin and collar system, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Grand Seiko have the same system actually.
They were Timely's choices of what improved. JCB, we'll move on to you. So the Planet Ocean, you say the whole line needs to be thinner, but specifically the current generation, which is the 43.5 one, which is 16.1 mil thick. 16.1 mil.
Well,
I love the Planet Ocean, but you're right, it's too thick.
That's the thing, Tom, right? You love it, right? And I love it too. Like, just look at the design of that watch. It is fucking beautiful. It's such a cool looking watch. The handset, the numerals, the way they've done the hour markers, in the shape. There's a lot of heritage from the Seamaster 300, which comes into this watch. It's just a banging design. But from day one, really, they made the watch just way too thick. The first generation started off at 14.5, which is like bearable. But then it went with the second generation with the 8500 movement. Then it went up to 15 point something, and then now with this generation, it's gone even more to over 16 millimeters for the watch, which just it blows my mind. And it's just like, look, we all like what Ben was saying before, right? Thinness is really cool in a luxury watch, but I just feel like with this particular watch, the Planet Ocean line, it's just such a huge miss for Omega, because they are sitting on a gold mine with that design. It's just such a beautiful design. If it was just a couple of mils okay, maybe three. You'd have to go 2.5 to 3 mil thinner, and it would be one of the best-selling watches on the planet for sure. It would be up there with the Submariner in terms of the desirability. It's just this thickness that they're doing on these, which just ruins the whole thing.
Why is it increasing? Like, are they increasing the water resistance at the same time?
No, still 600 meters. It's always been 600, and it stayed 600. They've gone up to the big boys with the ultra deep. I think that's like, fucking 12,000 meters or whatever the hell it is. But
just 1 second, guys.
No worries. I don't know. And the chronograph, Tom, is like nearly 20 millimeters. It's like 19. It's like 19 point something.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. But don't you reckon like that? It's just such a miss. Like it's a huge missed opportunity for Omega. Like this line, because this is I think in the price point and the looks, which is really Omega's competitor for the Submariner. Because the Seamaster 300 it's not really in the same league as the Sub. I think this is the one that's competing with the Submariner, I believe, and yeah, it's just not really a fair comparison because it's just so thick.
Luchabetic Underground loves it. He says coaxial thick. I love it. We love the watch, Mark. We love the watch, but it's just this chunkiness. I mean, Panerai are a bit guilty of it as well, but they're not as thick as these.
I was going to suggest,
they get away with a big watch, but not as thick as these.
But is that what Omega are doing, though? Like, you've got the Seamaster, which is competing with the Submariner, so they're using the Planet Ocean then to compete with a Panerai. Are they looking for the bigger wrists?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Well, that's what I was just saying before when you ducked off, Ben. I don't think the Seamaster is actually a competitor for the Submariner. It plays in a little bit of a lower, like in the next rung down, I think. Certainly it does price-wise. And I think just in the overall prestige and look of the watch, it's just not really the Submariner competitor. I think this is the Submariner competitor.
Right.
It just doesn't, do you know what I mean? But it's just like you're going to pick the Submariner any day of the week because the Submariner is like under 13
I think this is more deep sea competitor, sea dweller competitor, this one. I think this is more...
So here's the question then. Okay, what is Omega's Submariner competitor then?
I think it's going to be the S&P 300, to be honest with you. But it's such a lame. I think the S&P. Personally, I think the S&P 300 should be dumped. I think it's a crap watch. I think it's a crap design. It's a crap watch. Well, no, it's a good watch. It'll be a good watch. It's such a crap design. I can't stand that horrible bezel that the hand slips on. I can't stand the shape of it. I can't stand the sword hand, the skeleton hands, the bracelet, everything about it. I just don't like. I think they've had so many nicer ones. They've had the Spectre edition. If you look at the Seamaster Professional 300 heritage models, they're really nice. Just basic divers. Which
the heritage models are cool. I like the white dial with the black bezel, I have to say. I think that's the one that Bark and Jack has. I think that's a pretty cool looking watch. But I would have thought that the Seamaster was the one that was competing with the Submariner. Like, it takes a dive on the secondary market, whereas the Submariner doesn't. And that's where you really see a massive
I would love Omega to come out with a fresh watch altogether, dump the S&P 300M, and just come out with a new watch. Give us a new dive at Omega, please.
I'm with you, Tom. I'm with you, man.
Dump the S&P 300, bring us a new diver on the market. I think I did a video yesterday, saying what have Omega brought us this year in 2025? What they haven't done anything. Give us a new diver. Sorry,
Tom,
JCB.
I love it. I love the rant. No, I love these rants. No, I'm with you, man. Like, but what I'm saying is what I'm going to put to you, Tom, is that all they need to do is make this watch thinner, and then that is that will be the diver for Omega. Like, I don't need a 600 meter diver. Make this watch 300. You know, if the thickness is coming from making it more waterproof or whatever, like, who cares? I don't know who the fuck is dives to even 300 meters anyway, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a watch to go that deep. Put this watch, the look of this watch, in that Seamaster 300 case, because that's only 13.5 thick, and you got a winner. That's all I have to do.
Oh,
it's funny though, because before I even got into watch collecting, and there was two watches that always stood out to me as like, God, it's beautiful. If I was ever into watches, I'd love something like that. The first was an A. Lange and Zona 1815, and the second one was the orange bezel Planet Ocean. I thought that was a beautiful
cool watch. Yeah, my brother's got that orange one.
We've got some Rolex fanboyism in the chat from Tobster here. Omega is such shit. I totally disagree. More heritage. They're in their prime in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They've done some better watches. They've got better movement. Better movements, I think, a lot of them. He says it only exists because people can't get a Rolex, tell themselves that Omega is just as good and the movement is so much better. And then he goes on to say, but every Omega is a piece of shit that breaks. Totally disagree. And every Omega plummets in value after you walk out the AD with 15% discount, you still lose thousands.
Well, it does.
That's Rolex fanboyism for you, though. I'm not buying watches because they have value. Okay, I've got a few Rolex. I've got an Omega. You know, I'm not in it for that's.
He's right, though, Tom. On the last point, he's
right. He is right. Yeah, but that's if you buy watches for investment. You know, he's.
It was not just. I know. There's buying watches for investment is an absolute like you shouldn't do that anyway.
Crap. Yeah.
It's rubbish. But nothing is permanent though. Especially if you're watch collecting, and you will move stuff on. You will bring in more pieces. Your watch collection is always under review as such. It is nice to know that you can sell something for what you got into it for, and. Like when you're going in and you're buying an Omega Sapphire sandwich, for example, which I think is like 9,000 now, and you can buy it for 6,000 on the used market. It's off-putting. I find it a little off-putting, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, underachieving says the Omega 165.024 is the best design would compete with Submariner. Totally agree. They need to re-release that watch. It was a banger used by the Navy, the British Navy, divers. It was such a classic watch from the 70s. It needs to come back, that watch.
But that's the watch that looks like. The Planet Ocean looks more like that watch than.
It does. It does. It's what the Planet Ocean's trying to be.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of design cues from that watch, and that's why it looks so good, right?
Yeah.
That's a great looking watch because of that. You know, the numerals, the markers, the shape of the markers, etc.
Yeah.
Really, all they did was change hands over to broad hands.
Bill says not only make it thinner, they need to get rid of the ball on the side of they call a valve. We're going to get to that, Bill. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Tubbs comes back. Okay, I like a couple of models. CK859, love it. Constellation line, yeah, it's a bit underrated. Yeah, No Time to Die, I like just because I love Bond.
Yeah, I like Bond watches too.
Orange's comment, Tom. That's
Orange Khan, my man. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. If they made the Planet Ocean 12mm thick, they'd kill the SMP and the Seamaster 300 lines. Even better if they got rid of the helium escape valve crown. Yeah.
But that's good. Do it. Who cares? We don't even. No one even really likes those watches anyway.
I think the Seamaster 300s, if you're talking about the vintage Aspire model, I think that probably would hang around because that is a beauty, and its heritage is good. It's a properly beautiful watch.
Yeah.
In fact,
So
leave the Seamaster 300 as your nod to your past, and have your Planet Ocean then as your modern icon.
Yeah, so we'll move on to JCB's next watch you'd improve. Zenith Chronomaster Sport. Now, you said you'd make the subdials the same color and maybe a few other tweaks.
No.
Yeah. I know. I'm at risk of sounding boring and making the watch, whatever. But
then it really would be a Daytona ripoff, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's got its own identity as not quite a Daytona ripoff with these tricolor dials.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather have that than have the tricolor, to be honest with you, because it's just. I just don't like it. I love this watch personally. The just the overall package that you're getting is a fantastic watch, but just the different subdial colors. I'm just not a fan of them really. And so when I had a look at there's a Yoshida limit. This one in the black's not too bad. I don't mind that one.
That's nice.
There's these. I'll just share my screen for a second, Tom, just so you can see, just as a comparison.
Yeah, sure.
Get this one up. Now, you guys are going to say, "Oh, it's just become a Daytona and blah blah blah." I get all that, but I just reckon it look. I just
Are we
think
that predictable?
Yeah. So they do the same subdials on this watch called the Yoshida limited edition line. And you can see it there. There's like a panda one. They do this icy
that
blue.
green one is nice.
It is nice.
Nice. They've done. They only do it on limited editions though. So I don't know what's the deal. What the deal is with that? What I'm saying is make it regular production. That's my thing. Like make it regular production. I just think it will be a much more popular watch than what it is. And I know it's at the risk of being bland and blah, blah, blah. I get all that. It's sort of a controversial thing given the heritage of Zenith and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I get all that. I know I'm being boring, but I just think to me, it's a much more visually appealing watch having it like that.
What do you reckon to Orange Hands? Replace the Star logo, Zenith logo, with a coronet and make it impossible to buy retail. Fixed. Make it Daytona, in other words.
Yeah.
Well,
it's got enough differences to a Daytona, right? It's not.
It has.
In your defense, I will say that it's a very. I know it's small there, but it's a very, very, very good looking watch.
Yeah, it is, huh? It went that little tweak of giving the subdials the same color.
Yeah,
it just elevates it up a little bit, I think.
I love the Zenith Chronomaster Sports, and
I love it.
I don't like the way. Actually, do you know what they should have done? Now that I'm thinking about it, that full ceramic bezel. They should have inlaid that within a steel bezel, like the Rolex Daytona did after this came out. Like the most recent, they had it just got a little jump on Rolex on that, and inlaid the ceramic bezel with steel on either side. It could have been even better again. But
maybe they will do it in the update. Who knows, right? Zenith is always like catching up. I like this watch that has all the same colors. So even the subdials are the same color as the whole dial. And I even like this more than having different colors, because if you have say we have green, we have pink, we have blue, and so on, then you differentiate yourself from a Daytona. You have different style. But if you have like white subdials with a black dial and a black subdial with a white, it will feel like that's a copy more. Like same color.
Yeah, they do it there with the icy blue one, and the pink one as well.
Exactly.
They've got
the
that
best
as well.
Chronomaster is the full rose gold.
color,
The full
yeah.
rose Chronomaster is beautiful. That has with the rose gold bezel as opposed to the ceramic bezel. Stunning. I mean, you can get a blue Daytona.
Yeah.
It's just you'll have to buy it in platinum and spend, I don't know, probably 120 grand.
Yeah.
Oh, more from Toads to here.
Yeah.
The best Chronomaster is the full rose gold one. You can find those for really cheap. Yeah, he agrees with you, Ben.
Yeah, well, no, sorry, I was just aping his comment. That's all.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, right. We'll move on from Chronomaster Sports. So you're not happy with Zenith doing the tricolor?
I think
These are fucking great value at the moment, guys.
They are. You're right,
like
Ben.
you can pick them up like nearly 6,500, 7,000 euros. Euro, that's what I'm talking. Convert at your own leisure.
So your next problem, the Tudor Black Bay Chrono. Slim it down in size because it's 14.4 mil and change the snowflake hand to, you're not sure yet. You said in a group chat last week, but you think of something. So this is the thickness of it. It's doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think they have slimmed it down a bit, and because I think this is 42 mil, so it doesn't really feel that thick. Just stop on that one for a sec. So let's. We've already talked about thickness enough today, so I'll leave the thickness out of it. I'll just for this one, I just want to focus on the snowflake hand for a sec. On the black dial one, it's just on the black. I love this watch. I actually really like the Tudor Chrono. I think it's a great value. It's in a good price range for if you want to get that sort of, you want to get that Daytona feel. Obviously, you can't afford it, and you can't get one either. So it's it's a cool alternative. But there's something about the way the snowflake hand works on this dial with the round plots. It's just jarring to me. I just feel like there's just a little bit going
for
on.
Me, it's not the round plots. It's not the round plots. I've got a P01 and it works fine with round plots. For me, it's the fact that it blocks the sub-register.
Yes, well.
It's too big for the sub-register to read the sub-register.
Exactly,
between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, you can't use this as a chronograph. Actually, you can use it as a chronograph because it's the running seconds, isn't it? But you can't see the running seconds.
Yeah, but between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Exactly.
You can't.
So you either have 4 hours of the day where you have the running seconds blocked out, or the chronograph minutes, which is for me like defined. It's not a nice design, to be honest. It's just like I don't like this exactly for the same. But otherwise, for the thickness, I think if they chamfered a little bit the lugs to hug from each side, because 13.5 we just talked about Omega with the thickness of a normal dive watch without no chronograph, no complication, 16 something, and this is much thinner than that. So in that area, I wouldn't mind it so much, but the hands set is not correct for this watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now, at the risk of sounding boring again, Ben, I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna go with a pencil hour hand. I reckon just to match the, you got the pencil minute hand. Just give it a pencil hour hand, and then you sort of. I know then you're gonna turn it like into basically a speedy, but hey. At least I think it'll look better and it'll be more functional, and I think it'll just be a much better, well executed design if they did it that way.
One of those stubby cut off, like the IWC hands on some of their vintage chronographs, would be very cool there. And I don't think you're boring when you suggest that you change the tricolor subdials. I just think there's very little to differentiate the Zenith from a Daytona. One of the big things that does is the tricolor subdials. So I wouldn't like to see them go.
Yep. No, fair enough.
It's interesting, like Tudor and the Black Bay 58 as well. Like they use these round plots, and I guess they always probably have done under Submariner and everything. But I wonder if they just like adopted wholesale the square plots, the square indices of the Pelagos. That would give it a unique design language, and then, but then you probably have to change the sub registers as well.
I was going to say it wouldn't. It would just jar off with the sub registers. Then I think
you'd be looking more at the Tudor heritage chronograph type style. Then,
yeah.
So Orange Hands is saying if they brought back the Tudor Prince chrono, like the Tiger Woods and the things like that, and did Black Bay chrono, that would be better. Better case and curved sides.
Yep.
And
that's a great looking watch, the Prince chrono.
Good to see you, Doc Mick in Florida. Great to see you, Trap Vision. Top of the morning, my friend.
Hey guys.
And good to see you guys. Yep. So what do you reckon to the Tudor Prince chrono? Do you think that's a better design, straight hands?
I always like the Tudor chronograph. I take on JCB's points and your points, Tom. And maybe that snowflake hour hand is a bit jarring. I love the square plots.
I love the snowflake hand as it is. I really like it as a distinct, the definitive Tudor look. I really like the snowflake hand. I love it on the original Tudor subs. The 9411 Submariner, the vintage ones. I love it. I think it looks great when it's got the rectangular, the square plots. When on the Pelagos, it looks great. It looks fantastic.
It looks. That's what I'm saying. On this watch, it doesn't work. There's just too much. It just doesn't quite work on this watch, I think, because it's everything's round, and then you've got this weird ass square snowflake thing.
What I was talking about there is actually the Pelagos chronograph, and it does have round sub registers, but I think it looks better with the square plots. But having said that, as you said earlier at the beginning of, if you can't, I just think it's a great watch anyway. It's I can kind of forgive its mistakes. I particularly love the boutique blue edition.
Yeah, that's really nice. The boutique blue, I must admit. Yeah.
You can see they've done it on. Just quickly, I'll just show just to compare, Tom. Just a real quick one.
Yeah.
So they've done the square plots on the FXD chrono.
Yeah.
And that actually works a lot better. You can see it there.
I think so too. I really do.
Yeah, this it works here with the square plots for some reason. Yeah, it's cool. This watch is cool.
Good to see Jim May. Good to see my friend. He says he's a fan of these, the racing ones. Yeah,
this is cool. Maybe I just thought I'd show you that one.
I really like that watch. Shit, that's
those new racing chronographs they do.
The FXD, the contrast between the indices and the black dial, and then the black case, and then the sub registers are kind of hidden unless you want them. It's very cool.
So Abdul, you with us? Is he gone? I'll move on to Abdul's picks anyway. He's I think he might be busy with the baby or not. But yeah, that's another picture of the Tudor. It is a bit out of place, isn't it? Yeah.
A nice looking watch though, lads.
It is nice looking, isn't it? It's nice looking. It's just a signature look, I guess. Yeah.
This is another one of those ones, I reckon, where just a little like the Planet Ocean, just a little tweak, and you would just have a runaway killer watch,
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Abdul busy with the baby, or?
I think so. Feeding time.
Should I go over his picks?
Can you skip, maybe head to Ben's picks and come back, or are they in sync?
Then, yeah, they're in sync, but I'll head to Ben's picks. Where are we?
I would say a lot of what I wanted to cover, we've covered already.
No, we're going to your picks, Ben. So, Ben,
okay, so
the Moonswatch, you want to end its existence?
End it, bin it. Was an awful idea in the first place. I'm attacking the watch now. I'm not attacking owners of the watch or future purchasers or previous purchasers.
I'm going to throw this in the bin. I'll be back.
No. Well, you can recycle it now, can't you? It's plastic.
Yeah.
End the Moonswatch. Kill it.
Yeah, so we've spoken a lot about Omega on the show today and how they don't do themselves any favors. Now, maybe your man, Eichelman, who was the CEO at the time when this came out, was, aboard by this idea. Maybe it was mooted by Swatch. I don't know. And I have banged on about this watch ad nauseum for way too long. But the question was, what will we change? And nothing has got me more animated in the industry other than this watch. So I figured it was a good one to bring up. It's a horror show. It's a horrible idea.
Look at them. They love you, Ben. They love you. Look at them. There's a different colour for every month. Every month a year. One
got to collect them all.
Yeah, get them all. Get the whole lot.
The bloody Pokemon watch. It's like they've taken all inspiration from Moshi Monsters and Micro Machines. And, do you know what I mean?
Look, they've even written a book about it. The Omega Swatch phenomenon. Look, the story of innovation, collaboration, and horology.
Yeah.
They've even written a book about it, and they love you.
Right. Even
they
milking a book now. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Someone's written a book about the Moonswatch. Yeah, so they love them.
Yeah, phenomenon. No, that hates the cranny. A phenomenon. Yeah, look.
Phenomenon.
How to cheapen your brand value 101. And this is how to do it. And the Swatch Group, what are they doing? Like Dan timely showed up the picture of a dressed movement, as he called it, from Longines, also owned by Swatch. So, but with the Blancpain and this rubbish, they've totally pulled the rug out from under the Omega brand and handed all the impetus to Rolex. This single-handedly meant that Omega were never going to get back to what you call the heyday of the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And we're never going to catch up to Rolex again. It just makes a joke of the brand. Sold my Speedmaster on the back of this watch.
Yeah.
So everybody knows I hate it. People, I think, enjoy the fact that I hate it so much.
Orange has the Moonswatch was designed to self-destruct anyway, unserviceable, just a matter of time.
Yeah.
JD
Gonzaroo.
Good to see Gonzaroo. Not a fan of the mission to Uranus. No, me neither. No.
But it's every month they've got a new one. Mission to the Blood Red Moon. Mission to the Blue Moon. Mission to the Dark. Mission to fucking hell. Mission to the Harvest Moon. There'll be a Neil Young special edition. Mission to the Harvest Moon.
But that's Ben. That's Swatch imitating Omega. They're making as much useless limited editions as possible. So they're staying in brand as Omega does. But I totally agree. What they did with Blancpain and what they did with Omega.
Here's a good analogy. Marchand, like Louis Vuitton selling plastic grocery bags.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Louis Vuitton burns its excess products that they didn't sell, not cheapen the brand. And you compare it with a brand that collaborates to create a plastic watch for $200 that any person in the street can buy, which is a good thing. Then they come to you and look, I have an Omega. It's like your Omega. You know what I mean? And then as an Omega owner.
So this is what I was going to say. I'm personalizing this now big time, right? This is my pure personal gripe with this. I had 30 watches. I got so into watches, and then there was Instagram, and I got invited to a Dublin watch group, and I was buying Seikos and Hamiltons and Tissot's. And then you start meeting people, and somebody said to me, a really good friend of mine, Ben, you'd love a Speedmaster. You'd love a Speedmaster professional. I was like, I would. He said, sell everything and get a Speedmaster professional. I said, you're right, I will. So I spent weeks, if not months, advertising on adverts, putting stuff up on Chrono24, negotiating, packaging, tape, lovely wrapping paper, sending stuff off everywhere. America, Canada, Italy. And I went in to Weir's proudly with my €5,630 saved, which included a 10% discount. I proudly walked out of there with my 3816 coaxial Speedmaster. And within a fucking month, Omega released this shit. And now all the hard work that I put in, and now every fucker can have one of them for €200. And like, they even did the concentric circles on the sub-dials and the stepped dial and everything. And
heartbreaker. Why do you have to be a heartbreaker?
So I moved to the dark side. I got the Explorer that I always wanted.
Yeah. So what made you move the 3861 on, Ben? Tell us about that. I'm interested to hear about what made you sell it after you sold all your watches, and then you got the Speedy, and then what happened? How did the honeymoon? Besides, it wasn't just the moon swatch, was it? Surely there was other stuff, right? Really?
I would say
just the moon swatch.
80% the moon swatch, yeah. 80%.
Fuck, okay. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. There wasn't.
So it wasn't the actual watch itself. It's like it wasn't like it didn't gel with you. It didn't fit on your wrist. It wasn't that. It was just this extreme. It was this.
No, the bracelet is very comfortable. Yeah, the watch is lovely. The watch is very comfortable. The bracelet was very comfortable. Was probably improved with the micro adjust that came out in the kind of latter versions. If anything, design wise, I used to call it very black and sticky, as in you had a black dial, black bezel, and everything then was stick. So you'd stick indices on the sub dial, stick indices on the main dial. The hands were painted white and stick hands. Like if it wasn't for the whole moon thing, like it would be quite a boring watch.
So Ben, here's a question that Trap Vision 3D wants to put to you.
Yeah.
Do you think the moon swatch would be widely accepted if it was 36mm and marketed towards children in hopes of creating future horologist fans, rather than marketed as a general sort of? I mean, it's been a huge cash grab for the Swatch Group. It's made them quite a bit of money, but it's as you say, it's sort of diluted the Speedmaster. But what do you think to that question? Do you think it would have been better as a children's watch?
Okay, so that's a lot more. Would be a lot more honest, I think, because they say, get people into watches, and that would be a lot more honest if that's what they were doing. If they were marketing at kids, yeah. Do you think
it's done the same as? I mean, no, I don't think it's done as much as the Apple Watch to get people into watches. But do you think it's done the same sort of thing? Made it accessible for people to get more interested in watches? It must have done a bit.
But at the time, didn't the Speedmaster Professional the sales increased by 50% or something?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Well, the buzz, it was on the news, like the moon swatch was on the 6 o'clock news because the lines at the swatch store were going around the block and people were camping overnight and all this bullshit. So it had an actual cultural impact for sure.
Absolutely.
I think it
did. Yeah. It was a phenomenon at the time. It was a cultural phenomenon, one of those moments in time.
Okay, so you hate the moon swatch. We'll move on. We'll move on.
I know
I'll never bring it up again.
I just found my Christmas present for you, Ben. I think you need it.
To replace your moon swatch.
Yeah.
We'll move on. So your next thing is a problem with Rolex bracelets in particular. And it's the fact they use, it's a personal thing, it's the fact they use 904L steel. And you say you'd replace 904L with 316L because of the increased nickel content. Now, they say the background history of the 904L steel is Rolex is renowned for its exceptional craftsmanship and innovative spirit, particularly in its unique material choices. Since 1985, Rolex has been the first manufacturer to use 904L steel in its watch collections, a move that has garnered widespread attention and discussion in the watch industry. 904L stainless steel is a high-performance alloy steel, initially used in high-tech aerospace and chemical industries for its outstanding corrosion resistance. Prior to this, Rolex, like most watch brands, primarily used 316L stainless steel. 316L is widely used in the food industry, medical field, and marine applications due to its excellent rust and corrosion resistance. However, Rolex made the full transition to using 904L in 2003, setting its products apart from the market. The standout feature of 904L stainless steel in watch manufacturing lies in the unique chemical composition. Compared to 316L steel, 904L contains a higher proportion of chromium, nickel, and copper, which endow it to superior corrosion resistance, particularly in marine environments. 904L steel effectively resists the erosion of salt water and other corrosive substances, which is crucial for dive watches and other outdoor timepieces. Moreover, after polishing, 904L steel exhibits a higher luster, which is a significant characteristic of Rolex watches. This type of steel not only enhances the durability of products, but also boosts their aesthetic appeal, making wearers the center of attention in any setting. Despite the many advantages of 904L stainless steel, its manufacturing process is fraught with challenges due to the hardness and toughness of the steel. Producing 904L steel products requires special tools, techniques, resulting in high manufacturing costs compared to 316L steel. The fact that the cost of 904L steel is about 2 to 3 times that of 316L, which is one of the reasons what other watch brands are less likely to use the material. However, Rolex believes this investment is worthwhile as it allows them to offer consumers higher quality products. This relentless pursuit of material quality is one of the key factors that enable Rolex to maintain its leading position in the luxury watch market. In the watch industry, many brands still choose to use 316L steel, which is popular for its cost effectiveness and ease of processing. 316L is widely used across various industries, including medical devices and food processing equipment, although its rust and corrosion resistance is not as strong as that of 904L steel. It's generally sufficient to meet demands of everyday use. For example, Rolex's sub-brand Tudor and several other luxury brands typically opt for 316L steel as their primary material. This makes Rolex's choice of materials appear more unique, and as it is willing to invest more resources to enhance the product durability and aesthetics. So basically, Rolex made this move, and it's got higher nickel content, higher copper content, higher, I forgot the other, chromium was it? Yeah. And a lot of the brands still stick to cheaper
316 now.
Cheaper, yeah. So I mean, you got a personal gripe with this, haven't you? I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's a very niche problem. Well, it is and it isn't. It is probably quite a niche problem. But look, my favorite watch of all time is the Explorer 2 Polar. I want to wear it. I love it. I want to wear it all the time. But I find in the summer, in the heat, I get a rash on my wrist underneath the case back. And I thought, well, maybe I just have a dirty wrist or some sort of virus or something. But I went and I looked it up, and the 904L steel has double the nickel content of 316. 316 normally contains between 10 and 14% nickel, and the 904L has between 23 to 28% nickel. And I think particularly in the heat, particularly when your wrist sweats underneath the case back, it can lead to a rash, a burning kind of rash. And it wasn't just unique to me. I found that when I went into the forums, there is actually a thing, and people refer to it as Rolex rash, and it's attributed to the higher nickel content. So again, a very niche problem. I would love to wear my Rolex on a bracelet during the summer, but I find that I can't. So I end up switching it to a NATO and then back onto the bracelet then when temperature's cool. And it's not an issue that I've ever had with 316L. Having said all that, and thanks for doing the research on it there, I can understand why they use it. It's good to know that they invest in more expensive processes and materials. And I will say the luster of 904L, is, it's definitely got a greater luster than 316L. So I appreciate the fact that they do that. But I think it causes a rash in some instances, although it's probably, if you look at it percentage-wise, probably very low. I would say maybe 1 or 2%.
Yeah. Interesting point by Chop Vision 3D here. He says, I wonder why big brands refuse to add Vickers to the finished product. Brands like Tasca add scratch-resistant 316L steel. Oh, interesting point. Sorry, DCB, Karen.
No, I was just going to ask Ben, is it just the case back area, or is it the rest of the bracelet as well?
Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's the bracelets. Yeah, so it kind of impacts obviously the round area behind the case back, and then some areas down kind of the side of my wrist here. Just comes out in red bumps. Just creates a bit of a itch and
yeah. Takes away from the enjoyment. Takes away from the enjoyment.
Holy shit!
Takes away from the enjoyment of the watch, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
where you pay a lot, you pay thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever, euros, and for a nice watch to enjoy, and then you finally can't wear it because you come out in red pimples. I mean, it's not nice. Orange Hand says, can't fall 9F4L, just get rid of the polished center links on oyster bracelets fixed. And Tobster says,
the backside's not polished.
I love how brand charges 5 times for platinum, even though it's way cheaper than gold because it's hard to machine. For your information, platinum is about half as hard as steel and only a little harder than gold, soft gold.
I wonder, is it Rolex's kind of inherent vetting system for those who are good enough to wear? It's like Rolex saying, you're too poor to wear Rolex.
No, an interesting point from Chili Badger. Just make it a winter watch.
You don't have the right genetics to wear Rolex. Okay, you're genetically inferior, Ben.
You can only wear the watch in winter, Ben. You can't wear it in summer. You spend all that money on it. You spend all that money on a Rolex. You got yourself a Rolex finally, and now you can't wear it in the summer. So
Orange Hand, and take it back and exchange it for a titanium Yachtmaster.
That's a good call. I like that.
I'll pick one up in the AD
in about 5 years' time.
Just roll into your AD. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a shame to hear about all that, Ben. Sorry about that, but
first world problems, Tom. Eh?
That's a personal issue. So your next issue is, we talked about this a bit with the Timeless thing. You said micro adjustments. all watches, micro adjustments need on all bracelets.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's one, a sort of ratchet buckle that you can buy, you can add onto your watch, and onto your clasp of your Seiko, and there's other ones, toolless quick adjust bracelet clasps that you can buy, £26.
Interesting.
Stick on, and
can I? I'm sorry, just to interrupt. I hate to be a stickler. I just want to correct a bit of the nomenclature here, or the language. I think all bracelets that have those little holes, they're actually micro adjust bracelets. But I think what we mean is we want to have like a push button or a quick adjust. Is that what we're saying?
like we saw on Jason's watch, like we saw on
I suppose anything really. Grand Seiko, the older bracelets don't even have a micro adjustment. It's a series of full and half links, and you got to get the right blend of full and half links to get it the size right. Like even the micro adjust holes allows you some. I know it's not toolless, but it's some sort of on the fly adjustments during the summer months. But yeah, like an on the fly adjustment mechanism is even better.
It's pretty rare not to have even like micro adjust holes on a watch now, right? Is it Grand Seiko? They don't have that still, is that right?
Yeah, some of the up until recently, Grand Seiko use a series of full and half links. It's very hard to get it to size right, and then adjusting it for summer or winter is painful because it uses those screw caps with a pin in the middle as well. So, on the fly adjust will be preferential, but in the absence of that, micro adjust holds. At least,
but I mean, look, I had a Zelos watch that cost me about 400 Aussie dollars or something, and that had a push button adjustable clasp. Like, if you can put it into a $400 watch, every freaking watch should have that in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, as we saw with Jason's watch, he had those pinching links you could just take off, which were brilliant.
Well, he had pinching links and a micro adjust, and an on the fly adjustment.
On the fly adjustment on each side of the bracelet. Yeah. In fact, I'll just play that again, just for if anyone missed that. I'll just play that again for.
I'll be right back while you do that, Tom.
Okay. Just play this again for you guys. This is a Designer Atelier's latest watch, the Flux Quadrus. And as you can see, he's if you check out his latest video on the channel, please do. He's got adjustable links, which are toolless links, just clip off and go onto the bracelet, clip onto the bracelet. Just to make it smaller or larger. Just like that. Done. No screwdrivers, no pins, no problem. And then he's got butterfly clasp on it, but then he's also got I'll just show you. Also got this great system of micro adjustments on each side of the bracelet, which just slide out each side. Done. Boom. I'll just show that again. It's available for $2,800, but there's a discount code on the on that video. I'm going to be meeting Jason in Dubai Watch Week, and it's going to be really good to meet him. And going to see that watch when he's out there. So, Abdul, we'll get to your picks. So, you say the Blancpain 50 fathoms could be smaller and without a date. You say it's too big.
Yeah, when I wanted to buy like my first luxury diver, I thought about either the Blancpain or the Submariner, and the Blancpain was out of the race directly because of the size. I tried it out. 45 millimeters is just too big for me, even though it hugs the wrist and everything. It's just too big for my wrist. And the date, I don't find the date to be, I don't know. I don't like where it's placed. I don't like how it looks on the dial. It just takes away from the dial, in my opinion. So I would have rather had this watch than any other watch if it was smaller and without the date. I know that there is a limited edition that has the like 40 millimeters and without the date, but it's pretty hard to get.
They bring out some limited editions that sort of like 40 mils, don't they? The Barracuda, the mil spec, but do they still have the date or not?
I don't think. I think the Barracuda doesn't have the date, and it doesn't have the inscription on the case side, which I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Like
the inscription on the case side, I'm not a fan of. I really don't like that inscription on the case side. I loved 50 fathoms as a watch.
Yeah, I
think it's amazing. I'm not too fussed about the 430-day. I've got that on my Zenith El Primero, my AA384. The engraving on the case side there, that's how that really puts me off.
Yeah, puts me off as well.
Yeah.
You know, my idea on a date for a diver is that a diver's function is to go swimming with, you go diving with it, you take it on vacation. Why do I need the date on a vacation?
Right? Yeah, I guess with the Barracuda, they doesn't have a date, so that's the sort of original, and the mil spec probably doesn't have a date, so they're the original versions of the watch, you know, which were made for divers, and this is more a commercial option.
Yeah, like a daily.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, as you can see, it's in gold, it's in all different metals, it's pumped out, as we'll say, the brand's saved by Jean-Claude Beaver, and he's pumping out one of their classic models. So that was your first thing. The Blancpain 50 fathoms should be smaller and without a date. Your next thing and I'm with you on this one. I'm so with you on the next one. Grand Seiko would be so much better with the power reserve on the back.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that. Oh, why? Yeah. Look at that. Oh, why? Look at that. Oh, why? Yeah. And then look at this. The Omuatari. Spring drive. Hand-wound spring drive. No power reserve on the dial. Beautiful. Gorgeous dial. And it's on the back.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my pet peeve. It's possible, you know, like they already do it on the back. So why not do it on the back for all of these beautiful dials? Like the date window here, I can neglect because it's a daily watch that you want to wear every day to the office. So you want to have the date. Totally understand that. But put the damn power reserve on the back. Why do you need a power reserve on the front? Like if you're going to wind the watch, you're going to take it off anyways.
Yeah.
And for automatic watch, it's just useless. It's an automatic watch.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, Abdul. What do you think, Ben? You're a big Grand Seiko fan. What do you think to the power reserve?
Yeah, 100% agree. The ones that they print on the dial, they're even worse. The ones where there's a kind of a recess and some sort of nice finishing on it, like that one, they're not. I don't find them too bad. But yeah, if you can put them on the back, put them on the back. It's one of the reasons why I love the 9F quartz ones, because there is no power reserve.
Yeah. Yeah, well, quartz, you don't need a power reserve really, it's battery. Battery powered. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm definitely with you on. We got, I think, Jim Miller agrees about the Blancpain. He says about the node date, yeah. And Doc Mick in Florida, he agrees about the GS. Definitely. Yeah. I'm with you, Doc Mick. Take away that power reserve and put it on the back.
Those Omuatari watches are outstanding value in the market.
Omuatari, yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. They're $7,500, nearly £8,000 brand new. But I think you can get them used a lot less.
For a lot less, 4, 5, 6. Amazing.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They're beautiful, beautiful dials. Really nice. Like,
it's a good time to buy watches. It's a good time to be buying watches at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That'd be the Grand Seiko I'd buy. The spring drive I'd buy. I'd love to get a spring drive, and that'd be the one that I'd buy. Atari. So your last thing, Abdul.
Yeah,
Seamaster. We talked about the Seamaster Professional, the 300M. Should it stay or should it go? And with Orange Hands pointed out about the helium escape valve, and this is your gripe. Remove it. I mean, look at that. Look at that in bronze, gold, and titanium. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
It's just, ugh. But there's the classic black dial. Yeah, tell us about this, Abdul.
Yeah, I think the helium escape valve in older divers, it just doesn't bring anything more than if they took it out. Like, I would think that they would sell much more watches if they didn't have this helium escape valve in all of their divers. Like, let's say, leave one with the helium escape valve for the thick watch lovers like Y2K who loves his thick watches. No problem, make a thick watch with a helium escape valve. So you have a block of metal on your wrist with protruding crowns from both sides. But for me, I hate escape, and I don't hate a lot of stuff, but I really hate escape valves that protrude outside and just take out the symmetry and don't add anything. Like 99.9% of the people who wear the watch will never use the escape valve, will even not touch it. So why have it in the first place?
Yeah. What's anyone else got an opinion on that?
I was listening to what's the guy's name? He's really good, but he's talking about recreational diving, right? For open water diving, the maximum depth you can go to is 18 meters. For advanced open water diver, they can go to 30 meters, and the general recreational limit is 40 meters. Now, you don't need a helium escape valve for any of those. And only if you become like a fully qualified and certified technical diver, you might go to 100 meters. That's about it. You don't even need a helium escape valve for that. Why is it there? Why is it there?
Yeah. I think it's meant to be part of the design. Or maybe it's part because it's introduced to the Pierce Brosnan Bond watches. Maybe it's something for Bond to fiddle about with when a laser came out of it or something like that. I don't know, but
the world record for a scuba dive is 332 meters. Now maybe you get a build up of helium at that point. But most watches now most ISO certified divers are 200 meters, and they don't have a helium escape valve. Like the vast majority, it's a design feature. It's there to sell watches for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, Tubbs is just saying that he bought one of the Omataris. It's an awesome watch stuck in customs.
Congratulations.
Hi, Ben 10. You have to rewind and watch a wrist check. We're just a bit busy at the moment, but I'm wearing 50 Phantoms Spinnaker. Abdul's wearing what are you wearing, Abdul?
Christopher Ward
C63 Sealand Extreme. JCB's wearing his Breitling Transocean, and Ben's wearing a Hamilton Merv. Hirotan, good to see you, my friend. Personally, for me, the scallop bezel, even though improved, is still one of the weaker points of this watch. And then the bracelet not tapering. The escape valve is more down to the list for me. It's more down the list for me. I agree. The scallop bezel is awful on this watch.
Yeah, all the reports really I hate on the watch, but the escape valve is what puts me off on all Omega divers that have the escape valve. That's the biggest issue for me.
Yeah, Dominic in Florida says, SEMA special with no date, no valve in 9-karat gold for Ben. Without, not 90 foil steel. Ben 10 says he's staying wearing his jersey reversal dew face. Beautiful. Right. I think Ben will be jealous of you there.
Yeah, man. It's that's in my future.
It's on his bucket list for next watch, one of those. Chili Battery, the helium escape valve was recently sponsored by Reese's Chocolate Mint thing, both the cups.
Well, they changed the shape. Like, I actually had I had a 2254 Amiga, which had a helium escape valve.
Yeah, the Peter Blake.
Yeah, and that one, I've just got a picture. I'm sharing it there, Tom, if you want to bring it up. And that one, I actually didn't mind it. It was actually kind of, I felt like it added a bit of a tool vibe to the watch, and it wasn't as high up as on the new one. Like it didn't protrude out as much as the new one. It was a lot lower profile, and it was a much more similar shape to the crown. So it added a bit of, you sort of had a bit of visual sort of connection to the crown. But whereas with that Reese's buttercup shape, they've changed the shape of that valve, so it's different to the crown. So it stands out a lot more, I think. On these watches, it kind of works. Like it just had a bit of more of a, it just added that sort of tool watch vibe to it, and it wasn't too bad. But on the new ones, on the later generation Seamasters, it's they've made it too protruding, and it does stand out a bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
Why it's not a concern for most people. Specialized use. This scenario is specific to saturation divers who live in pressurized habitats for weeks at a time. Standard diving does not apply to recreational scuba diving. Unless you are a commercial saturation diver, your watch does not need a helium release valve. In fact, an extra opening in the watch case can be a potential point of failure for water resistance in non-saturation environments. Brought to you by Google AI.
Right, we'll hate the helium escape valve. I hate this whole watch altogether, to be honest with you. But yeah, we'll get over that. I hate the scallop bezel. I hate the bracelet. The bracelet is meant to apparently is meant to be really comfortable, but I don't like that 5-link bracelet. I don't like the scallop bezel. I don't like the helium escape valve. I don't like the skeleton hands.
I love the way.
Oh my God. Dump it.
Yeah. Well,
bring us a new watch.
I got rid of Peter Blake, Tom. I got rid of the Peter Blake to get this watch, Tom, and I had it for about 6 months, and I got rid of it because the fucking watch was shit. The bracelet, particularly, was so sharp it used to scratch my wrist when I was wearing it. Wow. It was just a terrible.
Bring
watch.
out a new watch, Omega. If you're listening, Mr. Omega, head of Omega, bring out a new watch, please. So we'll go to my picks, and we start with this horror show.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Now, what would I change about the Gerald Charles Maestro or all Gerald Charles watches?
The whole thing?
The toilet,
everything.
The bezel looks like a toilet seat for starters. I'd change everything about the watch. I don't want to look, when I look at my wrist to tell the time, I don't want to look at a toilet seat.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Skeleton toilet seat. Look at that. Tourbillon toilet seat. I don't want to look at a toilet seat on my wrist.
What kind of toilet seats are in your house, though? Because mine are just round.
Yeah, but these remind me of traditional Victorian toilet seats. Or I just, yeah. So that's my gripe. Gripe number one. My next gripe: the Nautilus. Take off those wings.
Wings. The Nautilus
I can't
wings.
stand the wings on the Nautilus. It's a hyped watch. People hype it up. Oh God, it's the ultimate holy grail of Patek Philippe. Go get a Nautilus. Those wings on the side, honestly, so ugly. Which takes me to the cubitors.
Body form.
The cubitors. I mean,
hell.
this mess.
I fucking hate this watch.
It's got wings on the side. Why is copying that? It's just it's a square copy, a rectangular copy of that. Now, if you look at the next photo, tell me it doesn't look better. Does that look better or what?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So you take the wings off, and it looks so much better. Vacheron did a watch like this. I think Patek have done a watch like this in the past. Piaget have done a watch like this in the past, I think. Just take those wings off. Make it a nice rectangular watch. Santos-esque, you know. And,
I was going to say, like, it's weird without seeing a crown on the watch, but it actually looks really good, though. Like, I was going to say, like, immediately you think, where's the crown? But then you're like, hang on, that actually looks fucking good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put the crown on, you know. And,
I have one of those pop-out crown, like a press button one, you know, like on the that Aquaterra, Rory McIlroy watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Asla. Someone is mad tonight. Yeah, don't make. Hey, there's Cubits.
Yeah.
There's a big Cubits hate on this channel, and a lot of channels, I think. No offense, I'm saying the General Charles Maestro is trying to do Joe Jenner thing. Yeah. I mean, it's owned by Joe Jenner, the Joe Jenner company, I believe. It's an offshoot of Joe Jenner. But I mean, this. Would you rather have this or this? This
one or two?
Or this?
I feel like I'm at the optometrist.
I mean, I did it so many times that I even did it twice.
Like, I think even this one would look so much cooler on a leather strap as well. Like, the other one looks weird on a leather strap with the crown guards on both sides with these wings. But this one, I think on a leather strap, it would even look better. Yeah, I would take this one in a heartbeat. Yeah.
So that's my gripe number 2. Take the wings off Patek watches. Nautilus and Cubiti.
Clip its wings.
Yeah. Or Specific Turtle says, get a Santos and be happy. Yeah. Just get the original and be happy. The 904 one. And be happy. Oh, underachieving's being philosophical here. Ugly watch designs stubbornly produced over decades become iconic. Being iconic doesn't make it good looking.
It's so true. It's so true. You get used to anything.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And Huratan is Ice Cubitus. Yeah. Okay, so next one. Next gripe. I love blacked out watches. When I say blacked out watches, I mean DLC watches, black cases, but blacked out watches are ridiculous. This sort of thing with a black case, a black dial, and black hands is illegible. Totally illegible. Whoever thinks of these designs, I mean, look at that. Speedmaster Moonwatch, they've just re-released 3, which look identical. They've re-released 4 Dark Side of the Moons. 3 Dark Side of the Moons and a Grey Side of the Moon. 2 of the Dark Side of the Moons look like this. Illegible. Totally illegible. You can't see what's going on the dial. No point in spending. Well, what? I mean, what's the price on this one? 12,000 quid? No point in spending that much.
Expensive.
You gotta be insane to spend that much.
You've got to be really, really like a jackpot winner who spends money on crack and whores to buy this watch.
Yeah,
really, it doesn't make any sense other than that.
Would you like a black watch with your crack and whores, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's 3 examples. The new Dark Side of the Moon, £13,500 for a big one, 44mm. A classic Speedy at £12,000, or a SMP 300M for £12,000.
Yeah, and you've really got it in for this.
Sorry, for £8,900. Yeah, kill the SMP 300M. Die. So they're my gripes.
Brilliant.
They're my gripes.
I love the way, like, you say you hate the Seamaster SMP, but then you go into every little detail of why you hate it. I hate the skeleton hands. I hate the helium escape valve. I hate the bracelet. I hate the clasp. Get in the bin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon this would actually be a pretty cool watch to wear just occasionally. I think what the point you're making, Abdul, is like once you've got a whole heap of watches and you just want something different, then you can just get this one. It's just not a watch that you would just buy like if you had 2 or 3 watches or something. Like this is the one that you get when you just fuck it, I'll just buy another watch.
I wonder, is it actually for crack users, so that there's a kind of high degree of contrast when you stick a line on the back? Maybe you're supposed to take a line directly off the back of the watch, and you can see everything.
Just off the front. Yeah, just chop it up.
Chop it.
It's like, I understand that if you're a techno freak and you always go to this parties in Berlin, that you all wear black and black and black, you know, everything is black, so you need a blacked out watch. That makes sense. Yeah, these 3 perfect for that, because already you will be on so much drugs you won't need to read the time, but you just want to wear a watch. So.
Yeah.
Ben 10 says it's 5 if your eyesight's good. It looks pretty cool, but I mean, come on.
You need to have like eagle eyes to
you need to have eagle eyes to look at it.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the loom, I wonder? Like, does it even loom? What happens at nighttime?
Killiman just says he spent 90% of all his money on cracking nose the rest of ways.
That's a George. Is that a George Best joke?
I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. Would have been good if they had a tritium tubes. It would have been, if they'd have done something like that, Trap Vision 3D, it would have been so much cooler. Yeah,
George Best. I spent a lot of money on booze, birds, and fast cars. The rest I just squandered.
Yeah, so Y2K isn't here today, but we're going to go through his picks. His first was the Rado True Square automatic skeleton ceramic watch. He says he'd redesign the shape of the case, have a variety of bright colours for more flexible strap options. Rado have been running with their skeleton design for some time, but the design and marketing team are not really doing them justice to help them change up their designs to cater for a wider audience who might prefer more varieties of colour and case configuration. So, what do you think, Rado? Not really a fan myself, but what do you think, chat?
Rado, it's just not a brand that's just ever been on my radar. You know, on my Rado.
On your Rado,
yeah. I don't, but it's interesting though because they pioneered ceramic, right? Before ceramic,
in the 80s,
like before it took off, they were doing it like back in the 70s or the 80s or whatever the hell it was. And then all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere. But Rado weren't like they didn't get any of the kudos, or you know what I mean? They didn't ride that wave. They just were still left behind. Like we don't really talk about Rado. That's kind of I find that interesting.
Yeah,
I guess they're big on the Asian market. They're big in India.
Yeah, Middle East as well. Middle East
really?
As well. Yeah, my grandfather had like 2 Rados. I have one of them. They're big in the Middle East, but I don't know. I think this watch just needs a black dial to be more readable, or a black hands or something like that. Because silvered out hands, steel hands look weird on a skeletonized steel as well. Or make the skeleton blacked out, maybe.
They do a variety of colors. I've seen them do like baby blue and a green one, I think, and a red one, but Tubbs has been a bit harsh here. He says, Rado's born in India, not sure why, but I would say they're repulsive as an American. Ooh.
Okay.
Lay it on the line, Tubbster.
Fighting words.
Yeah, India's a bit
we'll move on. We'll move on to Y2K's next pick, which is The Frank Muller Vanguard series. He says, while Frank Muller's been very artistic and innovative with their watch movements and complications, the case design is in need of a serious change. They charge a premium for their pieces, and while I admire the colourful variety of watches, the Vanguard, or their signature look, needs a revamp. At the very least, upgrade the crystal with the Vanguard case and then try different approaches to different case shapes while keeping their fine-tuned movements and complications as well as features. So he wants to change the case of the Vanguard. Now,
I don't know, man.
They say that the heart of the Vanguard series is a debut of the gear shape having Los Angeles style, crafted entirely in-house. A rich second diamond motif captures reflects the light and dynamic chance of contrast in microblasted sunburst center to create step dynamism that shifts every movement of the wrist while bead blasted matte frames the dial within the stage style. Now, the dials maybe, but I'm with you, JCB. I think the case is the signature of Frank Muller.
100%.
It's on our case.
Man. That's their case, man. That's their case.
Isn't it?
You can't change the case.
You can't change the case of Frank Muller. No.
They didn't invent the tonneau case, of course, but because tonneau cases were developed back in whenever it was, the 30s or whatever. But when Frank Muller came out, that was their main thing, was the tonneau case, and 95% of their watches are that shape. Like they've only done a few round watches, and it'd be 5%, if that, of their catalog would be round. The tonneau is signature Frank Muller.
Absolutely, I'm with you. I mean, this is what he says. He says,
is it like because he wants to innovate and change it up a bit? Maybe maybe that's the thinking. It's like, oh well, everything's tonneau. Maybe he should try something different. I don't know.
You just said the case design is in need of a serious change.
Yeah, because the case design resembles a little bit Richard Mille, but I think that's the signature of Frank Muller.
No, Frank Muller was here before Richard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean like imitating. I mean like they look similar, so that might be.
They're not plastic though.
Thinking. But I wouldn't change it, to be honest. I don't like. I like Frank Muller's Crazy Hour watches, the one that jumps. That would be my Frank Muller to get.
Yeah, but very cool.
Yeah, these ones don't attract me, but they don't repulse me as well. You know what I mean? They're not like something I would care about so much, especially case of these watches. On it.
Ben 10 says Frank Muller was a hit, now it's a miss. I love his vintage stuff. Honestly, Ben 10, even the modern Crazy Hours like Abdul loves is still a classic watch. It's great. I really like it. We went to when we were Watches and Wonders in April. We went to the Frank Muller boutique in Geneva. They got some lovely watches there.
Oh yeah,
really nice, really, really nice. It's a really nice boutique, and we looked at loads. And
Don't Frank Muller do some of like the most complicated watches of all time?
Yep.
I don't know, Ben. I'm not sure.
They do. Yeah. In the tonneau style, they do watches with could have 7 or 8 complications on them.
Yeah, they brought one out maybe, I'm going to say 5 years ago, Ben, which was had 20 complications.
One of the Vanguards. Yeah, it was the Vanguard, that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, like their watchmaking chops are, well storied. And I'm with Abdul and you, Tom. I love the Crazy Hours. I think it's a very cool watch. If you get something like that I particularly like the ones in precious metals, something in rose gold or yellow gold would be really cool dress watch. Crazy Hours. And not crazy money either.
Yeah. So we'll move on to Y2K's last pick. And he says Bell & Ross Urban Series. The Urban series from Bell & Ross always seems to carry off the air of what looks like a Patek Philippe Nautilus. No, that doesn't. I don't agree there. But I'll carry on. And even though they do not carry the Patek Philippe name, one cannot help but draw connections to a Patek Philippe in the case shape, colour and sizing of them. While although Bell & Ross's classic squarish cape design may seem boring and dull, it has been carried off for a long time as being symbolic to Bell & Ross's signature look. The Urban series needs adjustments to look different and unique. So here's some of the Urban series. Got these ones, basically the BR03, 05 or X5.
Yeah.
And there's a few. Now, they don't look quite Patek Philippe-ish to me.
They look a blow to me. The dial, this dial configuration of big seconds, right? And the date window that's open, it looks like a Big Bang.
Maybe, Abdul, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the bracelet is 100% Nautilus, and I think I can see what.
Yeah, good point. Good point, JCB. Good point.
Yeah. No, I think I can see definitely what Y2K is saying. I think there's a mega design cues taken from the Nautilus here for sure. Is it enough different? Maybe. I think it's enough different. But I can still, I can get what he's saying. Yeah, I see what he's saying for sure.
Yeah,
I like the BR05. I've held some Bell & Ross watches before, and the finishing on them is crazy good. They take a plummet on the secondary market, so they can be got for really great prices. My fear with them is they're just going to wear too big. A 41 diameter in a square watch with a large end link that's obviously tapering down. It's just going to sit massively on the wrist.
To me, it's that part that's on the corners. So you've got a round dial, and then you've got a sort of a square bezel. See where the screws are?
Yeah.
Like there's just a lot of metal. There's a lot of metal there, and that part to me has always stuck out at me as being a weird design element in the watch. And I know it's Bell & Ross have the screws on the case and all that stuff, but it's just a weird shape. It's got sort of like these, I don't know, it's like earlobes or something on the corners. It's just a bit funny, that the corner bit of the design.
Yeah. My gripe with Bell & Ross is that they went the direction of Panerai. They used to be like Flieger enthusiast watches, right? For people who love aviation instruments. They look like an aviation instrument, older watches, which I thought it was great. And the pricing was okay. Secondary market was even cheaper. But now 8,900 for this watch. Are you crazy to buy that for MSRP? Are you crazy, really? That's like mental to have a that's more expensive than a Panerai. Like, why would I buy a BRX instead of a Panerai?
You don't buy Bell & Ross at retail. You just don't.
Yeah. I mean, what Chadler says, fuck me, Dad, these Bell & watches are expensive. And that's a good watch for money. Yeah,
totally. Yeah.
Like they're always discounted in resellers. They're either on sale or discounted, same thing really. And then on the used markets, like you're talking half that. They'll take a 50% depreciation.
Even at 50%, it's too much. Like it's a Tudor area, right? Like I'm paying.
You're right, Abdul. I know. It's at 3,000, 4,000.
That's the range I'm thinking about. Like that's okay. That I would think that's reasonable for that watch. Like even like Frank Muller, we talked about Frank Muller. I remember I went to in Venice, Italy, the Frank Muller boutique, looked at the crazy hour watches, and the first thing that the guy told me when I said the price, he told me, "Hey, don't worry about the price, 30% discount right off the box before I even talked about anything." Right? So why do brands always put price high and then offer discount the first thing? Put it low, attract people, get your profit margin. Okay, you don't have to make 300% on every watch you sell, but sell the watches in a good price that people would buy it, and then when they resell it, they don't get butchered on the secondary market. because you're buying a 9,000 euro watch for 6,000 and selling it for 3 after that.
Yeah, and also like at that sort of money, you'd want some sort of, you know, some horological sort of, you know, oomph behind you. Bell and Ross, they're just designers, and they use all their movements come from, you know, Etta or whatever they come from. They don't make anything themselves, really.
Exactly.
So
I like them. I like Bell and Ross in their defense. I like the design of the BR05. I think they've done some watches, skull watches for Only Watch. One that springs to mind, those Only Watch piece uniques. I think they look great. They experiment with different materials. And I've tried one. It was a GMT. It was a round watch before. BRV2, I think, was the reference, but the finishing on it was really incredible, out of this world. The presentation is good. The boxes are good. I don't know. I like the brand.
I like their vintage line. I think it is pretty cool. I like that one. I think it's a V92 or something like that.
Yeah.
They make some nice. Look, the design wise of that's where they sort of put their money. I think is they do some really good design work.
You're bang on. Actually, that was the GMT that I tried. Was the V92.
Yeah, that series is real cool. Yeah, I like that. Yep. But yeah, it's got to be at the right price for Bell and Ross, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah. So guys, that's it really. I just wanted to mention one thing, and that's we're not doing a show next week. We're doing one in next fortnight. But I just wanted to mention that next Sunday is going to be the anniversary of the passing of our good friend Blue Shirt. Yeah, Sunday the 9th of November. Yeah, I think about him a lot, and think about him a lot, and he's a good friend, good friend, and yeah. So there is Bill Sanders at Watch Time New York in 2019. And there is with Tim Mosso at the same Watch Time New York. Yeah,
that's the first time I've ever seen a picture of him. He looks like his voice. He has that kind of real gentle.
Yeah,
such a lovely man. Very welcoming. Very. Just a true gentleman. I only spoke to him a couple of times, but
that's it'll be the 4th anniversary of his passing. I mean, we did a show last year on the 3rd anniversary, which was a really nice tribute show.
Yeah,
we had so many guests that came on. Abdul did it with me and Turkey Vulture, and it was a really nice tribute show. We had lots of people join the panel. Rick Remiker, we had Designer to the Air, we had Doc BBW, ABC, Orange Hands, lots of people came on. Junie Johnson, it was loads of people came and joined us. It was really great to see. And so if you want to go and see that tribute show, watch out again, please do. But yeah, because we're not doing the show next week, I just wanted to dedicate this show to Bruce. And it's always good to see my friend. And there he is. Beautiful friend. Okay, guys, so that's it really. So from us, and if you like what we do, please give a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And that's it really. Hope you had a good Halloween, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.
Take care, guys. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you soon. Take care.
Later.